I am Tarot Oracle, and this is my video review of the Rosetta Tarot. Currently the #1 tarot deck on eclectictarot.com. Insert image here. Yep, there it is, #1. Alright, back to the deck. So it comes in a small, average-sized box, and in the back it has a little copyright thing, and this runs about 40 bucks. So you can go to rosettatarot.com and get your own. She also offers a book. However, I didn't get the book since this is a Thoth clone, and I have so many Thoth books. You have no idea how many Thoth books I have. Alright, anyway, so I did not get the book because I pretty much know what all the Thoth means. Now, we go to the book that comes with it, Little White Book, as far as that's concerned. Here is about the thickness of the Little White Book. And here's the cover. So the Little White Book is pretty simple. Talks about the origins of the tarot, and it talks about the different symbology in it, what corresponds to what. So the first, there's no page numbers, sorry. So the first few, I say 4 or 5 pages, will talk about the tarot itself. Then you move on to the majors. And each major has the basic information about it, about the trump, any astrological associations with it, the Hebrew letter that's associated with it, and the Tree of Life path, which is a big plus. Thank you very much, Malin, for putting that in there. Very cool to have all that at the top. So then you have kind of a descriptive text of the card, and then you move on to the next trump. Alright, once you get through all of the trumps about the middle of the Little White Book, we go into the minors. So now you have the ace, for example, the aces, then the knights, goes through the courts, and then you get a little, here's the Queen of the Thrones of the Waters, Water of Water, and then an explanation paragraph for the courts. After the courts are over, then you move on to the actual cards for the minors. So then you have the 2s, the 3s, the 6. Starts off with the wands, and again you can see the wands. It has an astrological association of Sun and Aries. The title of the card, Virtue. The old title of the card, the Lord of Established Strength. And then a very short description of the card. So if you want a more robust explanation of some of these cards for the Thoth Tarot in general, there's a wide variety of books, all of which are moderately cheap, that you can get. So at the end we have a single page Rosetta Stone spread, and then a reading the cards paragraph here. So that's a little white book. Definitely something you want to keep, a nice little quick record of this thing. So now we move on to the cards. Here's the size of the cards compared to an average bicycle playing card. You can see it's wider and longer. So I got number 471 of 777, signed by the author. Nice touch, I like that. So here's the back of the card, very colorful, it pops out, very nice, vibrant, high contrast, very, very colorful back to these. The cards themselves have a very thin and nice black background, with at the bottom it has, like the Magus for example, on the top it has #1 for the #1 trump, and then we have for the minors the 5 of Cups for the top, and then the usual Thoth description at the bottom for the bottom text. So it's pretty, the thin border, not a lot of space devoted to the text. Text is nice and thin, so it's not like an annoying comic font or something like that. So overall the colors are very, very vibrant and very beautiful. I used this at a tarot meetup last night, in fact, and pretty much everybody was commenting on these, and I thought I was not going to get the deck back because everybody really liked these. So if you're looking for a cool Thoth clone that's not CGI and it's drawn very well and has a lot of good colors and has a lot of good imagery maintained from the Thoth, this is going to be your deck. Very cool. I can see why this is the #1 deck right now on Eclectic, and I really appreciate her making these. These are very cool, and overall I'm very pleased with all the decks. Now keep in mind that it does not have the original imagery intact for a lot of these, so these have been reinterpreted a little. So in other words, the 4 discs right here, instead of being a castle and all of that, for you have, you know, just like the safe. So this is a totally different graphic, but it kind of maintains the same meaning. So overall, I really like this deck, and very cool. Strife looks totally different. The red, I'm sorry, the yellow background, the very vibrant yellow background is not there. It's been reinterpreted a little bit, but I mean, you know, you have the same basic meaning of it. Wealth has a different meaning. Instead of the coins being all over the place, they're tied around. So I'm not sure what the book contains. I mean, as well as the 3 disc. Again, I'm not sure what the book contains, but since I'm so familiar with the Thoth deck already, I figured I would just skip the book. I think it's 17 bucks or something like that. You can get a combo deal on the book and the deck if you want it. I'm impressed with this enough. I just generally don't like Thoth clones. For example, I did not like the Liberty, for example. I know this is not an exact Thoth clone. However, it is in the basic spirit of it. There was some like bestiality in this deck, and the colors, I mean, look at the colors, are just really muted. And there's just a lot of information up here. It's just too much stuff. Too much stuff up the borders. It's just too much stuff up here. The colors are muted. Overall, I didn't like it. I mean, look at just all the colors kind of blend in. It's just not something, this was not impressive to me. I've not found a Thoth clone that I liked until now. So that's pretty impressive that we have a Thoth clone that I really enjoy now. So I do like this deck. I love the colors. It really stands out. A very good reinterpretation of the Thoth. So again, this is the Rosetta Tarot, and highly recommended for 40 bucks. I know that's like double the price of a jumbo Thoth deck, but still, I'm gonna buy another one of these and get a backup. We're only at almost a little under 500 of 777, so I have plenty of time. But I'm going to get a backup and maybe get the book. If I get the book, I'll do a review of the book and let you guys know how it is. So sorry for rambling and drooling all over this deck, but I really like this deck. I'm going to buy another one immediately. So that's my review, and let's take a look at the cards. Make sure you're watching this in high definition. You can pause at any time to take a closer look at the cards, and we'll watch each for about 7 seconds. Here we go.